Mamas, I'm Jess Maurer and I am the lead mama here at Good for Mom Asheville. And I want to thank you for joining me for this short little workout. On Mondays, I lead an amazing fired up core and cardio class for our virtual village. I love this class so much because it is short 1-minute intervals and you get a ton of cardio and core built in. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a sweaty mess right now because I just finished teaching class, but I wanted to get something in for you if you're not able to join our virtual village. So it's going to be a very short workout where we're going to focus on core in all different areas. Your goal is in 1 minute of these core exercises to really fire up your core. We're going to lead through one cardio movement standing up, then we're going to go into a standing core, then we're going to do 2 core exercises down on the floor. Remember, it's only for a minute, and I'm going to walk you through the best options and exercises for you to do no matter what age or stage of motherhood that you are. You ready to get going with me? Perfect. Back it up for me, guys. I'm going to start our timer, and we are going to march it forward and back. Just forward and back. Now, if you want to stay here, stay here. If you want a little bit more, run for me. You have 1 minute to get your heart rate elevated. Your goal here is not to outrace me. Your goal here is just to get your heart rate up. So what works best for you? You can stay and march it out, or you can run it as fast as you can. You can make this bigger by moving forward and back at a larger range of motion. Up to you on where you need to be. Perfect, guys, keep it going, keep it going. You can pump those arms next to you too. Always remembering to take it back down a level if you need, or make your motion bigger if you want to increase your heart rate. Come on, you got this, mama. Run it forward and back. Breathe through it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, in this next exercise, you're going to extend one leg behind you. Perfect. I want you to tilt forward into what we call a single leg deadlift. Ready? Tilt your chest forward. Now bring yourself back up to standing. Tilt it forward. Now, feeling good about this exercise, I want you to lift your leg. Lift your leg, tilt forward, come back to up to where you're standing. It's amazing core balance challenge here, slow and steady. If you want to add on, don't let the foot touch in the back. Instead, come to a knee lift. Shoot the leg out behind you, flex the foot. Think about keeping your pelvic bones facing the ground as you tilt. Don't worry, we all weeble and wobble, and sometimes we all fall down. And that's perfectly fine. You do you today, mama. Tilt and bring it up. Remember, told you in the beginning, your focus is to fire up that core in the 1 minute that you have. Ooh, see, there's my weeble and wobbling. One more. Perfect, we're gonna come down to the ground. If you have a yoga mat, come on down. If you don't, no worries. Bring it down to the floor for me. Plant your heels, toes up. I want you to lean back as if someone just punched you in the stomach. Now roll your shoulder blades into your back pockets so that your back is nice and neutral. Look up, let go of your arms. You can walk your feet out a little bit further forward if you feel like it. Make a clasp with your hands, and then I want you to draw a big figure 8. Figure 8. Slow and steady. As you draw this figure 8, rotate your shoulders. What do you need to do to hit your focus? 1 minute, fired up core. Where do you need to be in order to get that? If you need to make your arms bigger, feel free. If you need to let go of the clasp so you can really make your arms big, try that as well. See what feels good for you. Remembering that the right rib cage and left rib cage are trying to meet in the middle. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job on this. Lay it down for me. I want you to bring your knees up over your hips and heels out from your knees. Lift your arms up. From here, go ahead and find that position where your back is firmly on the ground. Right rib cage, left rib cage meeting in the middle. Take your thumb back so that it touches the floor and come back to where you were. Do that on the other side. If you can do this without moving your core, without moving your rib cage at all, then you can move on. But if you feel your rib cage lifting up and down here, then please stay with this motion. Otherwise, I want you to drop the opposite heel to the ground. Come back to where you were. Switch, drop, and bring it in. Drop, and bring it in. If you're still feeling good and can do this without moving your rib cage or lifting your lower back, don't let your heel touch, and instead extend the leg out just a little bit more and let it hover above the ground. Just working with a different length of your leg here. Beautiful. Guys, we've made it through one round. Stand it up. We get to do that again, but with a couple of different exercises. I want you to move your legs out and in. Out and in. Good. Out and in. Stay here, or maybe go a little faster. Just like we did with the first run, forward and back. You don't have to go with me. You can choose what's best for you, mama. You got the choice. Remember, your goal here is just to get your heart rate up a little bit. Still focusing on the core, thinking about zipping up in the middle of your body, making sure your shoulder blades are into your back pockets, that you're nice and upright, even with your knees soft. Where do you need to be? It's up to you. What do you need to do today? Where is gonna get your heart rate up? Stay in the middle for me. Switch your legs. Start with the march, and then elevate it into the run if you choose. We're all at a different journey today. Perfect. Come up. Oh, you got it. Okay. Single leg deadlift on the opposite side now. Take the leg behind you. Start with just a hinge in that kickstand position. Hinge and drive it up. Hinge. Remember, pelvic bones are gonna face the ground, just like on the other side. If you want, experiment with lifting the leg. Tilting forward. You wanna think about being a seesaw. If your head goes down, your leg has to go in opposition. Pelvic bones and shoulders facing the ground. If you wanna add on, bring it into a knee, and then extend it back out. Now your standing leg should be soft, but not fully bent. You're gonna notice that one side, much easier balance than the other. And that's fine and totally normal. You're gonna notice that maybe one leg wants to turn out more than the other. For me, definitely this side wants to arch. I have to really focus on fighting it as best as I can. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's it, mama. Come on down. Go back into that V sit. However, I'm gonna change it from our figure eights, okay? So shoulder blades into your back pockets. Go ahead and tilt that tailbone underneath you. Roll them back, look up, let go of those arms. Nice. Now, try to keep your back as flat and neutral as you can. Bring one elbow back, come into the center. Switch, elbow, and center. Switch, elbow. Now, if you want to add a little bit more here, remembering your goal is 1 minute fired up, tap and lift. It's a little love tap. That means it just barely touches. I really want this to be more about the rotation of your shoulders, trying to get both of your shoulders to face one direction. Can you look at the elbow? Breathe through this. You got this, mama. 1 minute, firing up that core. Little love tap to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, mamas. You're gonna flip it over onto our stomachs this time. So roll it over onto your stomach for me. Perfect. Take the feet out behind you. Relax your glutes. Reach the hands back towards your hips, nose to the ground. Now, I want you to lift and reach your fingertips back as you lower down to the ground. Reach it back. Nice, and lower down. Nose facing the ground. Relax the glutes, trying not to allow them to lift off the floor. Reach those fingertips back. I want you to really focus on this being about your core lifting you up. That means your torso or your back, not your glutes. Slow and steady, trying not to jerk. Up, and bringing it down. Bringing it up and lowering down. You can do this, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Guys, you have made it through our short little core workout using standing core, a little bit of cardio, and some floor exercises. Thank you so much for joining me. We'd love to have you at our virtual village. We are having classes every day at 9:30. Please come and feel free to join us. Your first class with us is always free. All you have to do is reach out to us. You can find us at Jessica Maurer, MAURER, at fit4mom.com. But thank you so much for joining me for that 10-minute workout, and I will see you guys live and in class or next time here.